Yo, my people, them CFC, Redis Blue, back with another video, and it's player rating settings, man. And it's the player ratings for the Chelsea and Crystal Palace match in the Premier League yesterday, which we drew 1-1. If you haven't checked out my match review, please, the link is above. Click that, let me know your thoughts and opinions, and you can come back and look at all of these player ratings for every player who played, as well as our manager, Enzo Maresca. But I'd like to thank you all for your support. I hope that you all have a wonderful week. Inshallah, you guys have a blessed week. More life, more blessings, and I hope you have a great September. But now, let's get into the player ratings. And I'm going to start off with Robert Sanchez. And Sanchez, again, a good performance. You did look kind of shaky at different times in the match, but if I'm going to be honest, we should have kept a clean sheet. It's just due to the fact that Crystal Palace got so much life and they eventually pounced. And look at the goal that Eze scored. It's a great goal, like sublime. So I can't really fault you for anything. You have been more consistent throughout the first 3 games so far. I've been understanding with your performances. I'm not gonna say I've been overly happy or overly disappointed. I'm just come to the understanding that there's many games to go and there's still a lot for you to improve on. So you had a good performance yesterday. I'm gonna give you a 6.5. Good performance. And then we got our right back, Malo Gusto. And Malo, hey man, you made a brilliant challenge to stop Eze, because if you didn't make that challenge, we possibly, most likely, could have gone 2-1 down. So you did that. And to be honest with you, you're defending. As the defense overall yesterday, I feel like played a lot better than what we have been in other games when we've used this defense, because what we use in Conference League is different for what we use on a Premier League match. So I was impressed with your game. It's just unfortunate they had to come off with a hamstring injury. I pray that you are not injured for a long period of time. You and Reece James have these hamstring problems, and I really hope that eventually this gets put behind you. But hey man, my rating for you is a 6.5. I feel like you had a good performance. Big you up, and yeah man, I hope you get better soon, my bro. But now we're going to move on to our centre backs, and it's time to talk about Wesley Fofana. And Wes, big you up for your performance. Big you up, because not only has this guy not played 3 consecutive Premier League matches for more than 16 months, he has not lost a drop of his pace. Like, you would have thought, having been out for so long, it would have hindered his pace, the way he plays the game. But from what I've been seeing, it's what I would have seen when he played in 22-23. So for me, I'm very happy. I'm pleased for you to know that there hasn't been a mad gap in terms of performance from you. It's just about you getting better. And with time, you will get better. You did go down at some point. I was hoping that please just get up, and you got up. So that's brilliant. And yeah, man, I just really love you going forward with the ball. The way you're holding up the game. The way you're passing it, moving forward. I like it a lot. And your defensive work is very good. So I'm liking that. And yeah, my rating for you, I'm going to give you a 7. I feel like you had a very good performance. Big you up. Then we have Levi Colwill. A man like Colwill, man, getting better and better with your performances. Yesterday was easily your best performance of the season so far, in my opinion. Not only are you and Wesley developing a very, very good centre-back partnership, you, with your passing range, can help us start attacks from the back. Not just relying on Robert Sanchez to hoof the ball up at times, but for you to find the gaps, to find the Enzo, to find a Cole Palmer, to put it to the left, to find Cucurella that can make a good ball to play in like our left winger. These are the things that you can do. Long balls, you can do it. This is why we have emphasized, well, I can't say we, why I have emphasized that Levi Colwill is our best left-sided centre-back. Has been and will be, because Badiashile isn't on anything right now. But not to throw any more negative things in there, but Levi Colwill, you had a very good performance yesterday. I really hope that you and Wesley Fofana can continue this partnership. And 35 games time from now, you could be one of the best centre-back partnerships in the league. But it's about time, man. We got to improve that defence. It's nowhere near complete. But with as many games as we get this season, we'll be able to improve on it game by game. But I'd like to say thank you for your performance. My rating for you is also a 7. Big you up. Now, going to move on to Marc Cucurella. And man like Cucurella, I'll be real, man. Good performance. Defensively, I feel like we was very defensive. Very good defensively yesterday. Yes, we did concede a goal. But if you look at the goal that we did concede, what can we really do about it? What can we really do? But other than that, defense was calm. Crystal Palace were on nothing. They didn't have a lot of shots throughout the majority of the match. And that maximum had like 4 shots on target. Maybe 5. But even then, in a 9-minute match, that's not necessarily a lot. Especially considering that in the first half, they only had 2 shots at max. So in the second half, they did come alive. But defensively, we was very defensive and very solid at the back. To not allow them to get a second goal after it was on the front foot for a lot of the second half, that speaks volumes. And even though they're a team that we should be beating, a team that's going to finish mid-table or whatnot, these are teams that will be difficult, will cause other big teams problems. So I'd like to big you up for your performance, Marc Cucurella. My rating for you, I'm also going to give you a 7. Big you up. But then we have our midfielders. And Moises Caicedo, let's start off with you. Big you up. Like I said, I don't feel like the team had a bad game. We were just unlucky with not to get the win. But you had a very good game because you was dropping into the centre-backs, helping our defensive line better, and on top of that, making us put so much pressure on Crystal Palace's defence. It's the reason why we had so much joy in the first half, because Caicedo would drop deep, make Colwill go to left side centre back, Colwill would be the left side of centre back, Cucurella would be the left back, right back would be Wesley Fofana, and in the midfield we'd get Malo Gusto that can invert in there. That's how he was playing. That's how we was able to so systematically do up Crystal Palace in the first half. That's what that allowed. But the thing about Caicedo is just that as time goes on and the game gets on, we don't have that big physical presence. Guys can get tired. And these are the things that will happen in the future. But I like to say thank you, Caicedo, for your performance. I feel like you've done very well with the build-up play. And tackles were very good as well, in my opinion. So I'm going to give you a 6.5. Big you up for your performance. Big you up. Now, going to move on to Enzo Fernandez. A man like Enzo, you find yourself in so many good positions at times. But the one thing that man lacks at times is to find that final ball. There was a chance where if you passed it, you would have played in Cole Palmer or Nicolas Jackso would have been on a 2-on-1 situation in the box. We would have scored that. On top of that, there's other times where you try to do balls, it just doesn't come off. But with the way we use you in the team, from deep to ping the balls, these are the things that will happen. But this doesn't take away from the fact that you put a great ball in to Noni Madueke, which that Dean Henderson saved. That would have been an assist for you, and that was a very good ball. Like, man's not here to criticise and say that you're a bad footballer or anything. It's just about things that you can improve on. And I still rate you highly. But you're going to have to just improve as the season goes on, because not everyone is as sold on you as I would be. But that doesn't mean you didn't have a good performance. My rating for you is also 6.5. Big you up. And then we have on the left, Pedro Neto. And Neto, I'll be real, man, for the times that I've seen you start, I haven't necessarily thought that you've played that well. Like, my rating for you is going to be a 6, because I don't feel like he was very involved in the first half. And you eventually got taken off as well. So it's like, on the left-hand side, nothing too much was coming from that hand side. Everything was going down the right or in the centre. Taking on your guys, it would have been hard for you based on the fact that Crystal Palace set up in a 5-back situation, so you're always getting double teamed. Cucurella's not always giving you that option to just quicker move, so you wasn't getting that much freedom. But it's just how it goes. When you play against these systems that will have 5 backs, and you have the right side of centre back as well as the right wing back to deal with, it's not going to be easy. But that goes in line with you not having the best performance. And that's why, for me, I'm going to give you a 5.5. I feel like you could have done a whole lot better. But it is what it is, man. Now I'm going to move on to the right winger. Noni Madueke and Nonzino. My bro, it wasn't like the performance last week where you scored 3 against Wolves. But these are the things that happen. Consistency is the biggest thing. And obviously with you getting called up to England now, that should give you much more needed confidence. And when you return from it, you should be doing better in terms of scoring goals in back-to-back Premier League games, hopefully. But with you last season, you scored 5 Premier League goals in the whole entire campaign. You've already scored 3 now. So by the end of the season, you would have hit your mark and gone above it, in my opinion. But you need to put away your chances. Yesterday, there was one chance that Dean Henderson did save, which was a great save from him. But there's also another chance that you should have buried. And this is where small lines between good players and top players happen. Do that more consistently. Put the ball in the back of the net when you get those opportunities. Certain guys only need one chance to make it be a goal. And if we would have scored one of those opportunities, we would have won the game. So it's just how it goes. But this doesn't mean you didn't have a good performance. I was happy with your defensive work as well. So my rating for you, I'm going to give you a 6.5. I liked your performance. Big you up. Now we're going to move on to the man called Palmer, the coldest man wherever he goes, and boy oh boy, Mr. Influential in our team. Mr. Influential in our team. The way you drop deep to pick up the ball, to find gaps, you find the pockets. The way you do your silky, smooth football, the ball comes to you, just flick it back effortlessly. Anything you do more time comes off. And if we're going to be honest, Will Hughes was so lucky to not get sent off. You had him on ropes. He would have got sent off and should have been sent off. That referee is a joke, man. Because he should have got sent off. And guess what? As soon as he made that challenge, Crystal Palace had to make a sub. Because if he stayed on any longer, he would have got a red card. And why? Because he's dealing with Cole Palmer, who's beginning to become one of the best players in the world. In my opinion, the consistency that he's already showing. He has 5 goals and assists in the Premier League in 3 games. He has 4 assists in the Premier League. He is doing his thing. And it's only going to get better as the season goes on, because he's literally gone to the Euros after last season, done his thing, and now is back to the same thing again. He even stated it. It's like, if he doesn't have the same level of performance, people are going to criticize him. He doesn't want to hear all of that. And I love the way you assert your authority. I love it. You're one of the leaders in this team. So I like to big you up for your performance. Again, you're going to be the man of the match for me. I'm going to give you an 8. Big up for your performance, Cole Palmer. Big you up. And now I'm going to move on to our striker, Nicolas Jackso. A man like Nico, bro, after all that stick he was getting from John Obi Mikel, you scored in back-to-back Premier League games. Should you have scored another goal? Most likely. But these are the things that happen. We don't have one of the best strikers in the world at our club. This doesn't mean that Nico couldn't develop into that, but it's going to take time. There's only one world-class striker in this league, and that is Erling Haaland. Everyone else who has good teams are going to have strikers that miss these opportunities. The only thing I like about Nico is the fact that you're not going to give up. You're going to keep on going and going and going. And that's how it needs to be. You need to improve, and your goal scoring is the biggest thing that you need to improve. Putting the ball in the back of the net more consistently. And last season you scored 14 Premier League goals. Right now you have 2. the aim is for you to get better than that. If you can get at least 16 Premier League goals throughout the season, then that will be amazing. That will be amazing. But you need time. And it's luckily that we have 35 games remaining. You did pick up a needless yellow card. There was no need to get that yellow card, bro. No need. But the things that happen. I hope you continue your form heading in to the international break and after international break. So please continue your form, my bro. And yeah, I'm going to give you a 7 for your performance. Big you up. Now, I'm going to move on to the subs. And the subs were Joao Felix. Felix came on, not going to lie. For the first time, the substitutions didn't even do much. So I'm just going to give you a 5. Mykhailo Mudryk came on. I'm going to give you a 5. Then we had Christopher Nkunku come on. I'm going to give you a 5 because the substitutions didn't do much. I'll be honest, it's just due to how Crystal Palace were playing. So yeah, man, that's the subs. Now I'm going to talk about Enzo Maresca, our manager. And man like Enzo, bro, very good starting 11, very good. First half was brilliant. Second half was trying to find different ways to break down Crystal Palace, which didn't happen. You tried to go all out attack. You literally brought on 3 attackers. So you were trying to win the game. I respect that. There's guys out there in this world that will bring on defenders and all these things, not try to win the match. But you was trying. And man appreciates that. I love the way you're having this team play. The system, the style of play is brilliant. And this is only our 5th game in all competitions. We have at least another 38 more matches in all competitions. So, big you up for how you set up the team. Subs didn't work, but they're not always going to work either. I just like your mentality. Continue doing what you're doing, Enzo Maresca. My rating for you, I'm going to give you a 7. Big you up. And that will conclude the player ratings. This was a long video, but I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Facebook for more Chelsea content. I'm CFC with this blue, and I'm out. Peace. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea.